Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Sudoku. Number 20, I think we're on now. I'm now engaged in a rivalry with Laurie in the Discord server. If you're interested in joining at all to see how that plays out, link in the description. Pizza Guy, another Discord member, is going to keep track of mine and Laurie's Sudoku scores for a year, he said. We'll see if we play it for a year, but that's the plan. And with that, let's have a look at today's grid, shall we? Okay, we've got what looks like an easy grid to finish, but maybe hard to score well on. Actually, now that I've said that, what in the world is a bug fairy? What is going on there? So I guess let me not start with that one, because I really don't know. Now, last time Bug Ground was on here, I put Ninkada, which scored really high because Wormadam Sandy scored really low. I think it's going to be closer to 50-50 this time because people will remember that. Let's have a look. 30.6, yeah, that's definitely way higher than last time. Now, Flying Ground's a bit awkward because I feel like Gliscor is going to be really common for people who play more casually because it's quite a popular Pokemon. But Landorus is really obvious to anyone who's played competitive, I mean, since Landorus came out, or since Landorus Therian form came out. But Landorus has two forms, so there's two answers in here. Meaning half the votes on each, maybe? And you know, I'll take the original form because everyone knows Landorus Therian. You hit it with Ice-type moves, just what you do. 22.4, I think that's alright. I think that's alright. I think they're both pretty good answers. They've just scored quite high because there's not that many options. Right, which brings us to Kanto Ground type. So there's Diglett, Dugtrio, Nidoqueen, Nidoking, Sandshrew, Sandslash, Cubone, Marowak. Oh, Geodude, Graveler, Golem, Onix. Out of all those I just listed, I feel like Nidoqueen and Nidoking are the more awkward ones to remember because you just think of them as poison type immediately. And on top of that, there's two answers. Again, it's another split. If you've remembered Nidoking, you've probably remembered Nidoqueen. So I'm going to go Nidoqueen for Kanto Ground type. 7.6. Okay, I'm sure there's a few that did better than that then, but it's not terrible. It's hopefully enough to beat Laurie. Okay, so this middle column is actually quite interesting because Flying Fairy, there's Togekiss. But Togekiss is also one of the two answers for Flying was evolved by Stone. So if I can think of another Flying Fairy, Togekiss might do really well on this bottom one. I've not played whatever game this thing is from, but that looks like a Flying Fairy, doesn't it? An Amorous? I tell you what, I'm putting Togekiss down here to force myself to think of something else for that middle one, because I'm hoping Togekiss is the most common answer in the middle, and so at the bottom people had to put Honchkrow. If this scores over 50, it was a risky idea and it hasn't paid off, so let's see. 39.2, okay, I was right. So Honchkrow is 60% of that vote at the bottom. Those left two on the middle row are looking a little bit sketch, so I'm going to come to them at the end. So we have Kanto Fairy type. I think Mr. Mime might score pretty well. People will think of him as Psychic. I'm going to go Mr. Mime for that because he's Psychic Fairy nowadays. 15.2, okay. If there aren't that many options, then that's a pretty good answer. I guess we'll see at the end, see how I've actually done. And we've got Kanto was evolved by Stone. So this was on one not too long ago, and I thought of Executor, but didn't go for it. And then that scored really well. So I think this time I'm going to go Executor on this one. There we go, 3.2. 3.2. Right, then we've got was evolved by Stone Bug, which I think has been a point of some controversy in the Sudoku community. I think there's just Kleavor and Vikavolt. Because originally there was only Vikavolt and people were like, well, why does Kleavor not count for that? So I think it got changed. I think it'll be a pretty 50-50 split though, and Vikavolt's just more easy for me to put because I didn't play the game Kleavor's from either, is it? Arceus, Legends Arceus. The only, like, Pokemon game I haven't played. Legends Arceus. I might do a first playthrough, let me know if you're interested in that. So I'm going to go Vikavolt. Oh, okay, it's nowhere near a 50-50. Should have gone for Cleavor, I think, on that one. There's an opening for Laurie. We'll see. Laurie did play Legends Arceus, so I think I might be losing this grid now. Okay, but for Bug Fairy then, let's try and think of this one. I'm immediately drawn to Pheromosa, but I think that's Bug Fighting. Is Butterfree G-Max Bug Fairy? I swear there was a Butterfree form that was Fairy type. But it doesn't have a Mega, does it? Right, I think I'm going to have to guess something for Bug Fairy, so let me quickly do Flying Fairy first. I'm going to assume Enamorus is a Fairy type. It's pink. That's about all I've got. Let's try. Sweet, it actually is. Okay, okay, it looks like one. It looks like one. It was an educated guess. If this was a Mega Butterfree and not a Butterfree G-Max, I'd go for it, but I don't remember G-Maxing changing types. I think I've just got to take a guess at a cute bug and hope that it got Fairy typing. A pink bug. I'm going to have to go for it. I don't actually think Vivian is Fairy type, but I can't think of anything. We'll see the answers. This might be a painful one. Yeah, it's not. There goes my streak again. My max streak is currently 1. Cutiefly and Ribombee, 50% on each. What gen is that? I forgot that even existed. I think that is Sun and Moon. And then on here, I was right to not put Togekiss in the middle one. I was right to go for the bottom. That's the one smart play of the day. These ground types, there's Nidoqueen. Nidoking scored way lower. That's a shame. And Cubone was actually at the bottom. I did name all of them, apart from Rhyhorn and Rhydon. Fairy types, Mr. Mime was the bottom answer. I thought people might just think it's Psychic type, but we'll think of other Fairy types first. Evolved by Stone Kanto, Flareon at the top. Exeggutor tied at the bottom, so perfect, really. Should have gone Cleavor, should have trusted myself, even though I haven't played the game. There's an easy fix here. I just need to play Arceus, and I'll be unstoppable at Pokedoku. And brilliant, again, I went lowest on that one. If we do a quick least common answers thing, I did get 5 of them, and I thought of the 6th one, the Cleavor, but just didn't do it. Oh no, sorry, I got 6 of them, because Exeggutor tied with Starmie. So I got 6 of the lowest answers and thought of 7. Well, I thought of Cubone as well. I thought of 8. I thought of 8 of the lowest answers. I just didn't really go for them. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. It's massively appreciated. And leave a comment with how you did or how painful it was to watch me forget about Cutiefly. Yeah, peace. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.